This video is for training purposes only. It is prohibited from being copied, distributed, or shared. The concepts, statistics, and ideas do not necessarily represent those of World Financial Group and Transamerica Financial Advisors.
Hey team, we're back. Part 2. What do you get for $100? Here we go. We covered lots of great stuff in the first video. If you missed the first one, go back and watch that one. Come back and watch this part 2. Here we go. Here are some of the best things that you get for your $100. And for the new people, this is a big thing to make sure that they understand. The first thing that we want to talk about here in part 2 is vested commissions. Now, with being a licensed insurance and financial service professional, you become vested at what we call marketing director. So at our level 17, or what we call marketing director, you are vested in commissions. What that means to you as an insurance agent is, if I write business over the next 20 years, and I decide in year 21, I want to go out and open my own golf course. Well, I can leave WFG, resign, and what that contract says is they will continue to pay me my vested commissions I wrote back over the last 20 years. They will continue to pay that to me for the rest of my life. As long as those commissions are continuing to be paid by clients, that commission continues to come to me. If something should happen to me and I pass away, my wife will then get those vested commissions. If we're both gone, that money goes to our family. It's a great legacy to leave. So you have access to that for $100. You come on board, you build a big business here, you can walk away from that business and continue to get paid for the rest of your life. Very hard to find that in the financial services arena, you guys. Normally what happens is they'll piece your business apart, give it to 2 new reps in the area, tell you thanks for your years of service, we appreciate you, and good luck. But here at WFG, we will continue to pay you for the rest of your life and into your survivors' lives, which is a big, big deal. The next thing is training programs. If you've been here long enough, you hopefully have been to training. We offer training all the time in WFG, and here's why. We have to take someone, most of the time, who's a neophyte, greenie, brand new into the industry, and take them from where they are, soccer mom, to financial professional. We are very good at doing that. We are very successful at doing that. We have thousands upon thousands of people in our company making $100,000 or more that had previous careers outside of the financial services arena. So if you're not attending training programs, which hopefully you are because you're watching these webinars, but if you think about this, if you're not attending training, you're not getting trained. We all know that the importance of training is great. Classroom training is great. We provide lots of that through our conventions that we talked about in part 1, to the local trainings that we provide here at the offices. But there's more important training than that. There is in the field training. I can tell you how to ride a bike all day long, but until you actually ride the bike, fall off the bike, realize you don't want to fall off the bike anymore, you're not going to learn not to fall off the bike. So we have to get you out in the field, what we call the field, out in the kitchen tables of the world, out where the clients are, meeting with them, talking to them, and that's how you get trained. And that's the most successful training that we have. We will take you training the first day you come on board after you pay your $100. The next one I want to talk about is a huge, huge deal. It's called bonus pools. So, I'm not sure if you've ever been taught about bonus pools, but let me explain this to you. In our company, every sale that's made, a portion of that sale goes into 3 bonus pools. 1 bonus pool for SMDs, senior marketing directors. The next 2 bonus pools for executive level directors, EMD, executive marketing director, and above. So all those pools are based on 3 things. Pool 1, senior marketing director based shops. Pool 2 is based through first generation, so your base shop and your first generation SMDs. Pool 3 is super team, so it's your base shop, first generations, and all 6 generations below that. So if you look at that, we're talking about 3 bonus pools. Each of those pools has a portion of every sale going into those pools. Here is the magic behind that. We have been in business for a long, long time as a company. We have reps that have been selling stuff left and right, all over the country, Canada, Puerto Rico, and every time that someone continues to pay on those products, a portion of that goes into these bonus pools. So you can come on board today, get licensed in a week or 2, get your SMD promotion, and you can start getting into that bonus pool, which has revenue going into it in the last 20, 30 years of how our company's been doing business. More important than that, we have large agencies across the country. Let me just bring out 2. Swan Nguyen is based out of California. His organization does millions and millions and millions of dollars of production every month. Reality show in Canada, exact same thing. 2 different parts of the world, 2 different teams, thousands of licensed agents. Every time they sell something, a portion of that goes in the bonus pool. You can now have a chance to override the entire company's production by getting into that bonus pool. Guys, that's incredible. I don't know where you work right now, but you need to go to your boss and ask him this question. How can I get a portion of all the company's profits? You work at Walmart? How do I get a piece of all the revenue that Walmart's produced over the last 20 years? What do I gotta do to get that? They're gonna laugh at you and say there's no way that's even possible to track that. We track that here. It's available every month, it's paid out, and it's based on what you did for the month. So not the big guys get all the money. If you work hard and you come on board and you bust it, you can get your lion's share of that production, and you get the lion's share of that bonus pool. It's amazing. You get access to that, you guys, 100 bucks. The next thing I want to talk about is the backing of Aegon. If you don't know who Aegon is, you need to start looking into that. That's our parent company. They're based in The Hague in the Netherlands. They've been around for hundreds of years. They're actually one of the largest companies in America today. If you go out and look, Forbes magazine ranks the largest public companies in the world based on assets. Aegon is always in the top 100 of the largest companies on planet Earth. So if you look at that, that is who owns Transamerica, and that is who owns WFG. So the benefit to that as a business owner, and what I get for my 100 bucks is this. I know that my checks are not going to bounce. When I get a $15,000 bonus pool check, or if I get a $20,000 check for the month, I know that Aegon is going to have that money in the account, that I know I can cash that. Early on in some people's careers with other firms, and even in our practice companies, you weren't sure if that check was going to cash because it was written based on one man's bank account. It was privately owned, money went to him. If he spent it, it wasn't there, your check bounced. So let me tell you this, it is extremely important to understand the size and the breadth and the backing of a company like Aegon. And here's another reason. If you go on TV, do you see commercials from Transamerica? Do you watch Zach Johnson on television? Do you see those things that Transamerica does day in and day out across the world to get our brand recognized? Guys, you get access to that for $100. You don't have to pay a dime to plug into the marketing that Transamerica's been doing for 15 to 20 years, and even beyond that, before they were a financial services company. So you get access to that for $100. You could not develop a brand for under $100. I don't care what brand it is. No matter if you did it online, print-based, I don't care what you did. You couldn't even get on the radio for less than $100, you guys. You get access to that for $100, world-class Transamerica backing. The next one is marketing materials. Hopefully you have looked into the marketing materials that our company has to offer. We have things all the way from how to market to baby boomers, from a client side, and baby boomers from coming on board as a twilight career. We have brochures on who Transamerica is. We have brochures on what people used to do before they did this and made hundreds of thousands of dollars. We have brochures on what product carriers we offer. I could go on and on. I love marketing. I used to develop these products and these flyers for the company. So I know what exists. Here's a challenge to you. Have you been online, looked at the tools, looked and researched what you have access to? And here's what you get for your $100. Somebody in our home office in Atlanta, Georgia is developing all those materials, from print ads to Facebook flyers and presentations to PowerPoint presentations to posters to mailers. All of that is being done, and you get access to that for $100. You could not, again, you could not go out, trust me on this, and try and develop marketing materials for less than $100. You couldn't even pay someone to develop a logo for you for less than $100. So guys, when someone's giving you an objection that they don't think it's worth $100, hopefully you're seeing now, you could not go anywhere else in America today and get access to what we've got access to for $100. 2 more to go. Last one, the second to last one I want to cover for you guys is world-class recognition. I don't know if you've noticed this whole time, this big old Super Bowl ring I've been flashing in the camera, and my nice watch right here. Guys, our company is built to recognize. Hopefully you'll agree with me that in America today, it is a crying shame that people don't get recognized for doing well or doing good. The problem with America today is, when do we get recognized? When we mess something up. I was in corporate America for 6 years. Some of the only times I got recognized were when I screwed something up. My immediate supervisor came in and told me, his supervisor came in and told me, and his supervisor, which is a lady, senior vice president, came in and told me I had messed it up. I knew I messed it up. I didn't get recognition for when I did things the right way. And so if you think about it, guys, you have to have access and abilities to recognize people outside of the scope of what you can afford. So here's what we do. We give them Super Bowl rings. People can't compete in the Super Bowl anymore. I'm too old, fat, and bald, but I can compete here at WFG, and I do compete here, and I win. You have access to things all across the country to where when you get recognized, it could be a high five, it could be candy, it could be a plaque, it could be a car. You have no idea what that recognition can be, but you need to be able to compete and win that recognition. The last one, you guys, we have a foundation, and this one is really close to my heart. The matching foundation we have, people have access to that for $100. What that means to them is, if you have a charity or organization that you love and want to support with your money or time, as long as it's a 501c3 charity, we have a foundation, the WFG Foundation, where if I raise as an agent $1,000, our foundation will match that $1,000 to where now I can give $2,000 to the charities that I love. Some of the organizations that we support or have supported right now, we're doing Make-A-Wish Foundation. We've made 2 wishes come true for 2 kids. We've actually done in the past the Houston Eye Foundation, where we help kids be able to get access to doctors for free to do laser eye surgeries and reparations for them. The list could go on, you guys. It's a legacy of heart. That's what we believe in here at WFG. So here we go. I've covered a lot of things in these 2-part series. So now I hope you understand, when someone tells you, man, I don't know if I can do this, I don't think it's worth $100, or what do I get for my $100, you have an answer to those questions. So here's the deal. You've got to make sure that you understand what we offer and how we offer. Guys, I am fired up to be in business with you. I look forward to building a great organization with you. Get people to put in their $100 to join this company. We're going to do great things, and we need them to be a part of it. America can't be served if Americans aren't willing to help. God bless you guys. See you at the top.